All right. Hello, everybody. So glad to see all of you again. All right. Okay. Wait. So today I want to welcome all of you. Okay. Let's see who is here with me. Okay, Rosma Diana, welcome. Okay. Why cannot be shown? Okay. Then of course I've Singy and Lily. Okay, and Bevis is here with me. I hope there will be more joining. I know it's very early right now, 8:50, 8:13. Okay. All right. So let's begin our lesson. We will do the sharing. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. We are going to start on guided essays. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's have Simi. Simi, can you read for teacher?
Read the question a few times and make sure you understand what the question requires you to write.
Okay. Read the question a few times. Don't read one time. I think I know. Then you start answering it. Same goes for the emails that day, isn't it? Where you can see that it not just a simple email, but it is must be a female, must be a girl from Malaysian, and then it's like want to get to be friend with her. Okay, so it's not an old friends. Okay, now let's move on. Okay, let's have only read the uh, all right, for this one, teacher got it from the Cambridge English. All right. Okay. B A2 level is different from B1 level. So what you see here is that when you at A2 level, okay, this part, okay, when you are in A2 level, if you are here, this level, you already score a 5. Okay, that's why when you move up, the level shift down. That means a 5 in A2 is a 3 in B1 level. Okay, you can imagine that. All right. And then if you move up to B2, this one will be 1 mark. Okay, it shifts down. Okay. All right. So right now, let's look at the band 5. All right. Band 3 is actually A2 band 5. Okay, if you look here, you see, if you look here, this part, communicative achievement is not being mentioned in A2 because they don't focus so much on the communicative achievement. But for your 4-5, yes. Okay, so here you gave what type of ideas? Okay, this one is for band 3. In B1 when you write your guided essays, and then after that you see this one. Text is connected and coherent. Basic linking word. Remember, I told you basic linking word, fanboys, for, and, nor, but. Okay, that one in A2 scored 5, but not in this part. Okay, here limited number of cohesive device sufficient, but not in the other side. Okay, here this have the word. I will explain now. Here you have this word variety. Just now limited, now variety. If you don't show variety, okay, of linking words and cohesive devices, then you fail to score 5 for organization. Okay, and then communicative achievement here. This part down here just straightforward ideas. Okay, good. Here also straightforward ideas, but what is added? What is added will be hold target reader attention. That means when I read your essays, I find it, I want to read more. I want to know what happened. I want to know why. I want to, I'm interested to know more. That you will be able to hold the target reader's attention, okay, to score of 5. That is the different. Okay, communicative achievement is not so different from the rest because for A2, straightforward ideas. As long as you answer all the questions, you score. Okay, for this one, you have to hold the target reader's attention. And then for language, okay, let's look at the language. Okay, uh, this one, if here, errors are noticeable, in your in your email, right? You can see errors noticeable. That's red here, red there, because teacher have to mark. This one forget S, that one forget ed. There's mistakes. When you use can, could, shall, should, will, would, still never use the base word. Okay, while the errors are noticeable, meaning can still be determined as long I know what you're trying to say. Maybe you say, instead of he eats banana, you write there he eat fried rice. So instead of he eats, you say he eat, still acceptable to score a 5, but not in B1. See, B1, B1 is more like errors is no more noticeable. This one is errors. If noticeable, go down to 3 already. Means there's a lot of red everywhere. Teacher mark here, mark there, strike here, strike there. Okay. So here, errors do not impede communication. Here is more focused on, even though there are maybe slight spelling mistakes, but these minor mistakes do not impede communication. Okay, meaning clear. Okay, then after that, this one include simple and complex grammatical forms. Okay, here only simple. Down here, only simple sufficient. But here started to include grammatical form. Okay, after that, here you have the vocabulary part. You have they accept this one with occasional inappropriate use of less common lexis. This means you are trying to use certain words which is less common. uh, Lexis means vocabulary, okay, but not accurate, inappropriate. Okay, like let's say you want to give the description of angry, right? Then instead of just saying the person actually is not really very angry, but you want to change the word, then you put fuming, all those like hollered, like it shows extreme anger, which is not really. So it's considered as inappropriate use of less common lexis because you did not use it appropriately, but you try. See, like that still can score a 5. Okay, because you are trying to use it. Okay, all right. But the thing is, errors do not impede communication. That's mean I still know that you're trying to describe this man is angry. Okay, something like that. All right, so I hope it's clear how to score a B1, and it's different from the email, okay, which is the one that I highlight to you. Okay, let's move on. Okay, let's have someone to read this. Bevis, can you read the email?
Yes. Dear class, I would like our class to have a party to celebrate the end of the school year. We could either have a party in the classroom or we could go to the park. Which would you prefer to do? What sort of activities or games should we do during the party? What food do you think we should have at the party? Reply soon, Anna Lake.
Okay, later on you will realize that for this Cambridge, right, they have email. Then after that, you see I give example of article. Then I give example of I think report, okay, and story. So it's like their part two is our part three. Okay, all right. Their part two is our part three. But then the words, the limits of the words, are still same like us. Okay, it's just that they learn the overseas, the Cambridge, they exposed to the students earlier. These three parts: how to write article, how to write report, how to write story in their early, because we only are being tested this one in form 3. When you are in form, even in form 1, form 2, form 3, you won't be tested articles, report, stories, and all this. Okay, but they have been tested, they are being tested. Okay, so look at this one. So they let you know all the box one. You have grade. Okay, I like our class to have a party. Okay, then you have to, which would you prefer? when they would prefer the explain you to explain. Okay, after that, what sorts of activity? So it's asking what. So asking you to suggest. Okay, suggest. Then what again? What food do you think we should have at the party? Okay, so you're supposed to suggest the food again. Okay, so your learner used all the notes except they didn't fully explain these notes. They wrote, I would like to go to the park. Okay, this one is later. Okay, this one is the to to let you know the next thing. Okay, now this is communicative achievement. Just now teacher have already explained to you. Okay, the one that they dot here. Okay, the one that they dot here. Okay, I have actually explained to you. Like if you are supposed to write a report, then make sure it's a report. And if it's an email, it should looks like an email, and it should be polite. Okay. Okay. And then we are not tested to write email to the teachers or to the principal. Normally, the emails is to your friend. Okay. Okay. Now let's read this. Lily is with me, right? Lily, can you read this? This is a story.
The teacher could not believe what she saw when she opened the door of the classroom. There was a runway with model, blogger, and every person fashionist in
Mm.
the world. The teacher at the beginning was mad, but later she started so happy and she fun like everyone. The runway and party later have a lot of entertainment, good music. The food was very delicious. I was fun so much. I met amazing people. I danced. It was an incredible day, but I have my punishment with the teacher to the end.
Okay. So you see, Lily, when she was reading, she kept on stopping because the I would say it's noticeable mistakes. Okay, wrong spelling, and then the phrase. You just know that it's not right. Correct. So this one, you will be normally in three because noticeable. But this one we are focusing on communicative achievement. Okay, where is my cursor? Okay, it's here. All right, we are focusing on this one. Okay. Okay, let's have Bevis. Bevis, can you read the comment for communicative achievement?
Examiner comments on communicative achievement. The text uses the convention of story writing in generally appropriate ways to communicate straightforward ideas. There is a simple narrative development, beginning, middle, and end, although the switching from third to first person is a little confusing. The conclusion is also a little unclear. Band 3.
Hmm, band three. Okay, so if this writer able to communicate uh, how to say the one that although the switching of the third and the conclusion is a bit little is also a little unclear. If this writer able to do that, she'll still score CA 5. Okay, but you can see that the communication part a bit off because we do not know which person this writer is referring to. That's why it's the third person to first person. Then after that, the conclusion. But I have my punishment with the teacher to the end. Suddenly, what happened? Because he was saying that I have fun, I meet amazing people, I dance. Then why suddenly punishment in the end? So a little bit unclear about that part. Okay, must tell more to know that why at the end she's been or he is being punished. Okay, all right. So that's why it will be confusing. So make sure if you are writing a story, you have this beginning, middle, and end. Okay, if you really look like a story, you will score. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, this one will be organization, like what I mentioned just now. Focus on variety of linking words, and then must be coherent. Coherent means there's a flow. Okay, and then this one, if it's a tree, you just have basic linking word and limited. Okay, limited. Okay, teacher gonna touch on this cohesive. Okay, I think right now will be the cohesive one. Okay, because I think this is very important because I keep on mentioning that in this part, cohesive devices because communicative achievement, all right, you're able to do it. Okay, and then the content no different from A2 all the way to B1, B2, all the same. Okay, only cohesive devices, instead of linking word, now they focus on variety of cohesive devices. So I better let you know what actually cohesive devices is. Okay, all right. Okay, I think this is very normal. All right. Okay, this come in why I put it in two parts. The yellow one is the one word. You will be using it. You have been using it. Okay, it's just that right now, add to it. Okay, use the blue part. Okay, let's have Simi. Simi, can you read the green, the yellow, and the blue?
Addition,
Mm.
also, again, and
Okay.
then besides. Furthermore, indeed, in addition to, moreover.
Okay. This part, let me wait. I escape for a while. This card. Okay, this one is and then it's supposed to be like that. And then, not and then. It's and then. Okay. Uh, it's not a typo arrow. It's the correct one. It's just that and then like that. Okay. All right. Then now we go to comparison. All right. Can I have Lily to read?
Comparison. Similarly, likewise, compare with, in the same way, in comparison with.
So if you want to compare, similarly, same. Likewise also means the same. Okay. Then this one compare with what? In the same way in comparison. Okay. Now contrast and concession. All right. Okay. Let's have Bevis. Okay, to read.
Uh, co- Contrast and concession. Besides, but however, yet, whereas, still, while, nevertheless, of course, in contrast, on the contrary, instead, on the other hand.
Okay. Contrast, contrast and concession is just that it's more formal word for contrast. Okay, so it's like you realize that all this is trying to give a contrast. All right. What else? While, nevertheless, I think if you are not familiar with those on the contrary, in contrast, then don't use. Okay, just pick the one that you know. Okay, the blue color one, at least one. Okay, at least one. Okay, because the yellow color one, I think most of you already know how to use it. Okay, all right. Now this enumeration, the word look like very new to you, but actually it is is the normal one that it's a sequence connector. Okay, let's have Simi. Can you read?
Enumeration, firstly, secondly, finally, next, then last. On
Mm.
top of that, to begin with, in the first place, more important.
Okay, so you can change a little bit on top of that to begin with in the first place. Instead of saying firstly, okay, or you say next, you can say on top of that. Okay, so this one, actually, this one is example. Okay, but the actual word, only got one. Exemplification. Lily?
Exemplification such as
Mm.
thus, for example, for instance, and like.
Okay. So you're normally use such as, for example. So now you maybe can change for instance, thus. Okay. So this is the different variety cohesive devices. Okay. Inference. Okay. Eh, Inference also got one. Okay. Let's have back to Babies. Babies, are you doing
Very,
something? What is Babies doing? You didn't on your camera. I don't know what you're doing. Okay. Yes, Babies. Babies, what happened to you? You're singing there. Babies, please
If
read.
not otherwise, then in that case, that implies.
So inference, I think, is a higher level because email, no need to apply this one. It's like you're giving inference. Inference normally I will use this example. Let's say you are looking at a dark cloud, so you will infer that it might rain later. So it's kind of like that. You infer, okay? It's like certain things you see, right? Then you will be able to infer what's coming next. Okay. But then of course you see this word, you'll say if not. They always have this if because you're inferring, not for sure. Then you say otherwise, you give option. Okay. Then in that case, okay, if the what, if your, let's say if there are blackout, in that case, what you gonna do? So that's inferring. So let's summarize. Okay, we summarize also one only. Let's have Simi. Simi, or Lily. Simi.
Summary. In
Mm.
all, in short, on the whole, in conclusion, to sum up.
So normally you will use in conclusion. So now maybe you can change it as on the whole or in short, in all to sum up. So change a little bit. Okay, now Lily, about time. Okay, Lily, is Barry
Time,
here? Barry is here. Okay, never mind. Lily.
time at first, afterward, then finally, so far, next, meanwhile.
Okay, good. All right, Barry is here. Oh, still got Lily.
In the end, at last, at the same time, before that time, since, then, after a while.
Okay. The one in bracket is like you can use it. It's optional. At the same time or at before that time. Since then, after a while. So the one is optional. So these are all referring time. Imagine you're using this one. You're using cohesive devices. Okay. Now result. Okay. Let's have Barry. Okay.
Hence, then, therefore, thus, accordingly, for that reason, as a result, consequently.
So when you want to let the result, you want to touch on result, you will have to like therefore, or what the let's say just now, the listening test was easy. Therefore, all my Form 5 student score A. So giving a result. Therefore, okay, or thus, or hence, all this give the same meaning. Hence, all my five Julia score A. Okay. Then accordingly, for that reason, as a result, consequently, you can use this one as well. Okay. Then this one is the one that I want to highlight. This is on grammatical and lexical linking devices, all under cohesive device. Under this one will be under the O and the L, because lexical, okay, when lexical come in, it will go on the language part, grammar and language. Okay, so it links together. So your cohesive device will affect your language. All right. So how you use it? Either you score both organization and for your language, or you will cause the language part to pull down your marks if you don't use it accurately. Okay, let's have a look. Now, I always mentioned to you before this in our email, I did mention to you that phrases or pronouns is one of the cohesive devices. Okay, now this is the one, grammatical and lexical linking devices. Okay, let's see. All right. Okay, let's have Bevis. Bevis, can you read?
Isaac Newton was a great scientist. He was also a great inventor. Andy bought
Mm.
a mobile phone. It was expensive, but it has a lot of features than his old one. Daryl and Sandy are going on vacation to Italy. Their friends are very envious.
So the one that I highlighted, that one is the one that replace noun phrases. Remember noun phrases? Word phrases is more than one. Okay, when you are able to do that accurately, this is cohesive device. All right, cohesive device, you're able to use variety. You can see why the variety enter in. Okay, like this one, Isaac Newton was a great scientist. He represent Isaac Newton. And then all the it in the green is representing the mobile phone. And then you see his old one is also representing the old mobile phone. Okay, so this one is called replace noun phrases. And Daryl and Sandy, okay, and then you replace it with their friends. You don't say Daryl and Sandy's friend. You don't repeat. If you repeat, then it's no good. Okay, that's mean you do not know how to replace noun phrases. Okay, so this is also one of the cohesive devices. Okay, let's go to the next one. This part is replaced. I'm right now touching both L, language, as well as the O. Okay, the organization part. So another way is replace adverbal. Okay, adverbal is add to the verb. So replace noun phrases of time and place. Okay, let's look at it. How do you replace it? Okay, let's have Simi. Can you read?
Um, he arrived the following day. He knew then that he was too late. I decided to have a cup of coffee at the cafe. When I got there, I found it was closed.
Mm. So this is adverbal. One is referring to time, one is the place. The time will be the following day, then. Okay, so when you know how to use it accurately and correctly, you are applying the cohesive devices at the same time, your grammar and your lexical appropriate. Okay, correct. So this one, I decided to go to the cafe, and then the there referring to the cafe. All right. Okay. Then this one, replace clauses or sentences. Okay, let's look at this. Let's have Lily. Okay. Yes, Lily. Right. Is Lily there? No, Lily. Okay. Okay, then Barry. Barry, can you read?
Replace clauses or sentence. Some students spend too much time playing online games. This is a waste of time.
Hmm.
Peter cracked a joke. It was quite amusing.
So you see, it replaces the whole sentence. This. You cannot say this is a waste of time. So what is this represent? It represents some students spend too much time on playing online games. So this referring to that, to the playing online game, and then it was quite amusing. So if you just mention it was quite amusing, what is this it representing? So actually replace Peter cracked a joke. So the joke is the one. Okay, it was quite amusing. So this is one is replacing also cohesive devices. Okay, now determiner. Okay, is Lily back? Or Lily? Lily, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Okay, can you read?
Okay, determiners, the, this, that, and etc. A monkey has stolen a bunch of banana from a fruit stall. The monkey escaped from the stall and climbed on the tallest tree nearby. I bought a car recently. That car has enabled me to travel to many places.
Okay, so a monkey, then the determiner will be the monkey. All right, you always start with a monkey. A means there's a specific monkey, and then a monkey is any monkey. Then after that, when you are pointing to that specific monkey, you say the monkey. It seems like a fruit stall, and then it will move on to the stall. So you are not referring to any other stall, but you're referring to that particular store. Okay, so the store, escape from the store. So it's understood that it is referring to the fruit stall. After that, I bought a car. Initially, you say I bought a car. Then after that car. So you're referring to that particular car, not any other car. Maybe your house have three cars. One belong to your father, one belong to your mother, and one is yours. So, but you're not referring to your father or mother's car, but you're referring to that car that you have recently bought. You have just bought. Okay. So this is also under cohesive devices, as well as it will be under grammar. All right. Now synonym to avoid repetition. I also mentioned this to you. So this is also under cohesive devices. Okay. Let's see. I finished everyone. Okay. Back to you, Bevis. Can you read?
Yes, madam. Jessica was thrilled when Dad decided to bring us to the circus. She could not contain her excitement. She quickly grabbed the phone and phoned her close friend. If you have
Mm.
any thoughts on how to solve the problem, do not hesitate to inform me. Inform me. I shall be glad to hear your ideas.
So you are at the same sentence, not very far off. If you keep on repeating Jessica was excited, then she could not contain her excitement. Okay, actually that also can, because one is excited, one is excitement. Okay, still acceptable, but this one also can. All right, after you'll see that the two excited and excitement acceptable, because it's considered as different form. Okay, so she quickly grabbed the phone and phoned her friends. Okay, maybe you don't want the two phone there. You can say she quickly grabbed the phone and called her friends. Also can. Okay, then after that, instead of saying thoughts and thoughts, you can use thoughts and ideas. Okay, means to avoid repetition. If you have another word to replace the thoughts, why not? Okay, so this one is under cohesive device as well. Okay, now go. A construction implying whole part or part whole relationship. Let's see what's that. Okay, let's have Sim Yi. Can you read?
You will be able to find some adorable pencils, rulers, and erasers as gifts at the stationery department.
Mm.
Bananas, papayas, and rambutans can easily be found in Malaysia. These fruits are rich in vitamin C.
So I think this one you all know, right? Like this one is stationery, that one is fruit. So if you're able to do that, it's also under cohesive devices. Instead of normally people will like use, like, let's say we are talking the transport on the road. You say bus, then you have taxi, then you have voila, lorry, truck. So all those things, you say these vehicles. Instead of using repeating those transport, you actually put in vehicles, also can. All right. So this one is implying whole part or part whole relationship. Okay, now related word form. This one I have always asked you all to do. Okay. Okay, let's ask who else? Lily, right? Okay, Lily's turn. Lily?
Related word form, we need to have a healthy lifestyle in order to have good health. Last
Mm.
night there was a burglary case
Yes.
report at Taman Tusan. The burglar was found hiding in one of the abandoned houses.
Okay, it's case reported. Okay, reported. Because it was last night. Okay, so you can see that. How come it's not presenting? Okay, you can see that it is using healthy. One is an adjective, one is a health. Okay, healthy is an adjective. Okay, health is a noun. Okay, but this one, burglary, is a noun, and burglar is also a noun. Okay, burglary means what? Rompakan. Is it in BM? I do not know. Okay, what pecah masuk. Okay, and then burglar, of course, will be that particular person. That did that that act. All right. So you have, like, teacher always give you the word fame, then you're supposed to change it to favors. Remember, there's one YouTube that teacher did how to change noun to adjective. Okay, add OUS. Fame become famous, then adventure become adventurous. What else? Danger become dangerous. So you need to know how to change all these forms, and after that you can relate word forms. So you're able to use it correctly, and it's shown in your text. This is also correct under cohesive devices. Okay, I think this is the last part. So teacher would like to know, because I know that the one that in front, okay, the one that I escaped for one. Okay, in front part where you keep on reading all these results. This one, I think you are very familiar to know that this is cohesive device. One is a linking word, one is a cohesive device. Okay, and then after that, this part, I believe that is something new to you, but this is under cohesive device, but it's also linked with language. Okay, language and grammar. So it's good that you know how to use it. So you will see that your essay surely will have all this in. That's why you will have a variety of cohesive devices. If you're able to use it accurately, you score a 5 for B1. All right. Okay, let's look at the example. Okay, we just look a few examples given, and then I will go to your essays. All right. Okay, let's read first. Okay, just see how the Cambridge actually grade. Okay, teacher get it all from the Cambridge English assessment website. So if you're interested, the first slide teacher have that link underneath. Later on, I will put at the description as well. Okay, the YouTube description. So if you want, you can click and you can go in and explore. All right, let's look at article. As I have mentioned, it's different from your part B. Your part B don't have all this, but they are Cambridge for B1 level. They already test the student to write article, story. Just now that one was story, right? Now article. See, so they are being exposed earlier. Okay, let's have Barry. Barry, can you read?
What makes you laugh? Write an
Mm,
article telling us what you find funny and who you enjoy laughing with. Do
mm,
you think it's good to laugh a lot? Why? The best articles answering these questions will be published next month.
See, write an article. So yeah, form one, form two, form three, at overseas already know how to write articles. Okay, let's look at the answers. Okay, Barry, you read also this part. Barry, please read. Hey, where's Barry? Barry, where are you? Hey, okay,
Oh,
read.
the upper one? Okay.
Yeah, both.
Uh,
Read the article as well as the comment.
I have got many friends who can make me laugh. I'm a big optimist, so love laugh. I laugh every time when I'm at school, at home, in the park, simply everywhere. My dad always make my laugh because he's very funny and his funny stories are the best of the best. If I'm alone, I usually watch comedies, but the best comedy serial, The Simpsons. The Yellow Family is the funniest family which I know. My favorite type of joke is black joke. It is bad. It is bad, but funny. When I'm surfing on the internet, I'm always searching videos called "Try Not to Laugh." I can't accept it because it is too funny. The
Okay,
text is coherent throughout and connected using basic linking words such as so, because, but, and a limited number of cohesive devices such as referencing and pronouns. It which who. The candidate could have improved the organization of the text by using longer sentences and more linking between sentences as well as paragraphing.
Okay. Paragraphing. I want to focus on that. Most of you don't do paragraphing. You all everything lump up together in one paragraph like this boy. Okay. All right. So basically, you can see that everything is about laugh, right? And then it's focus is on laugh. But then you can see that you don't have like replace sentences, replace phrases like just now teacher mentioned. Okay, the it is really like now this it is referring to the joke. It's referring to black joke. So that's one cohesive devices. All right. So the rest of it, that's why the comment here is like it will be better if the candidate could improve. Okay, the organization of the text by using longer sentences. So most of it you can see is really short. Okay, it's like, if I'm alone, I usually watch comedies. Full stop. Then after that, but the best comedy series, The Simpsons. Full stop. So it's like it's very short. And then it's like my favorite joke is black joke and full stop. It's a bad but funny. Full stop. So it's very short. Okay, everything very short. So even then, the organization already scored 3. So basically, if you write like that, also you already score a 3. Okay, but of course teacher hope that you apply what I just mentioned just now. Okay, your cohesive devices, because the requirement is variety, not limited. Variety of cohesive devices, not limited. That's one level up. So try to understand the cohesive devices and try to apply it at your writing. If you have finished writing, maybe you can refer to it again. Did I apply this in my writing? Okay, all right, let's go to the next one. This one is about language. So teacher already kindly touched on both. Okay, and yeah, language basically is focused. How I grade for B1, definitely I look at the vocabulary first. If you are able to use those vocabulary, okay, not the normal vocabulary that we use, the like see this one, use this one straight away we zoom into vocabulary. Okay, vocabulary will be generally appropriate. Okay, and there's occasionally overusing. Keep on, for example. Then after that it was like happy, 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 sad, sad, sad. It's like excited, excited. It's just the very normal one. So if I have students suddenly use the word hilarious, instead of saying funny, you say hilarious, you say amusing. So those are the I know is a B1 level. Okay, B1, it can be B2 level as well. Okay, so that's why it's called less common lexis. Okay, less common lexis, and it's appropriate, but this one is inappropriate also. You will get a 5 already, imagine. So use it. Okay, even though it's not really appropriate yet, not really accurate yet, but at least you're starting using those uh, less common lexis, which is the same meaning. Okay, maybe different degree. Okay, all right, then you have complex grammatical form, like using the word if, which, meanwhile, or those word whereas. Okay, so don't worry, because this one, as long as your errors do not impede communication, you're able to score 5. Means their error, if you realize that in your essays, because they're not expected student to have zero error to score 5. No, errors will still appear, but then you will still be able to score 5 as long as your message get through. Okay, and we know that you are using those cohesive devices that just now I'm trying to uh, let you know. Okay, so that you can apply it. Anyway, some of you are already using it without knowing. Okay, so this is for language part. Okay, now read this email. Okay, all right. All right. Uh, okay. This one I quickly go through lah. I like to start a school film club. We can meet either on Monday or Friday afternoon. Which one would you prefer? Which type of film would you like to see? I want to provide some food and drink during the films. Is this a good idea? Please let me know what you think. Okay, let's have Bevis. Can you read the answer as well as the comment?
Okay. Hello, Mrs. Rose. Oh, new film club is great idea. It sounds really great. I prefer Friday because it should be a nice end of the week to watch some films on Monday. You have to prepare for the school and watching films. It is for me wasting of time when the school week is starting. I really like sci-fi, but I don't mind any different types of films. I will let it up to you. Which film will you bring? I don't think so. That is a good idea because after we will end, we must clear a class, and I think it can take so much time. So these are my answers. See you soon, Richard. Examiner comments on language. Everyday vocabulary is generally used appropriately. Simple grammatical forms are used, and some sentences show an attempt, not entire,
En-
entire, entirely
entirely.
entirely successful to produce more complex language. The errors are noticeable, although these frequently arise as a result of trying to use more ambitious vocabulary and to be express more complex ideas and time relationships. That what's the
Despite,
word?
despite.
despite despite the errors, the meaning can still be determined. Band 3.
Mm, okay. So actually you can see, right, if it's too many mistakes, it will be under noticeable. Okay, when it's under noticeable, it will go down to 3. Okay, so you can see this one, he uses the word sci-fi. Okay, this student is trying to uh, move up to B1 level. Okay, it's just that he need to touch up, but there's a lot of spelling mistakes as well. Okay, so yes. Okay, so this one is another one. Good afternoon, Mrs. Rose. I just got your email and I think it's great idea because I think a lot of people like watching films. I personally would prefer Mondays because on Friday I often have other plans with my family. This one got no full stop. I would really love to see some detective or some action film, but I really don't mind watching something different. I think it's a good idea to have some food or drink during the film because lots of people are used to it because in cinemas they always eat something, so I think it would be great. See this one, I think the punctuation problem. There's no full stop for this part. Okay, for me, I realized that. Where is it? This part no full stop. This part no full stop. I think have a nice day should have an exclamation mark. Okay. This one is like even the paragraphing. It seems like every sentence new paragraph. Okay, this is not correct as well. Okay, but you see, this like that. This email, all right. You see, he actually scored only the punctuation marks. It will only drop to language. All right. You see the content. He scored a 5. All right. Even though he like that, but one thing he mentioned what day? Okay, Friday. He said, okay. I personally prefer Monday. He mentioned the word Monday. He prefer. Then what type of movie? He like detective. After that, should bring drinks or food or not? Yes. So he answered all the 3. That's why score a 5. And then after that, communicative achievement. Yeah, he communicate correctly. All right. Giving all the information needed. No extra, no irrelevant, or no omission. Okay, score 5. All right. So it's not hard, to score 5 for B1. Okay, then after that, organization file, like what I said, there's no paragraphing. All right, so to see the one that commented, okay, let me put it bigger. Okay, for this one, organization, I just want to focus on organization. See, the email is well organized and always coherent. Always coherent. I, what is this? I cannot put the. Alright, always coherent and clearly demarcated short paragraph for each point, like what I said. 1 point, 1 paragraph, 1 point, 1 paragraph. It's like one sentence, one sentence. Okay, it should be like I think maybe combine 2 to 1. All right. So there is some use of referencing. There's cohesive device, lots of people. So I think, so there's the word so. And the text flow naturally, although there is over reliance of some linking words such as because. See? So as long as we can see the variety of cohesive devices, this 4 is a mix, mix of 3 and the 5. Okay, mix of 3 and the 5. Means there are linking word. Okay, it can be limited classy devices, but it's more than limited. But if you say variety, not really variety as well. So it dropped to 4. Okay, all right. So then go down. This one will be uh the language part. Scored 4 as well. Okay, you see everyday vocabulary, detective, give action film. Okay, plan with the family. Personal, I personally would prefer. So the words is appropriate. Then there is a good degree of control of the language. Okay, but I don't spelling part rarely. Don't mind watching something different. Lots of people are used to it. In cinema, they always eat something. So basically, accurate. Okay, good degree of control. Still, is a mixture between 5 and 3. Okay, so the candidate could improve their language marked by evidencing more use of complex grammatic form and more variety in sentence structure. It's not short sentence. If all short, it will drop to 3. But this one, he tried to have complex sentence there, but some of it wrong spelling, no punctuation, so that's a little bit slip. Okay, so you see, we still score a 5. Oh, I actually put the. All right, so where am I going now? Okay, just now the one, what makes me laugh, Okay, let's have Simi. Simi, can you read the answer? And then we read the comment.
What makes me laugh? Pretty much everything. I can start laughing simply from watching my cat trying to catch a laser dot on the wall or a fly, and I laugh even more with my friends and family. It is practically the only way we are spending with ourselves. We are making jokes, laughing at something, or telling funny stories about our trips, days at school, or our pets. I think it's important to laugh a lot because it makes everyday stress easier to handle or it simply wears off and it makes you look happy, optis- optimistic, and ready for a challenge.
All right. Okay. Please don't look at the words. The total words are different. This Cambridge one, the total words is shorter. Okay, but they're using the same descriptor to mark their students. Okay. Uh, so this one you see, it also score 555. Okay, it's also score of 555. You see, five, all the content mentioned. Okay, because if you look at the question, we say what article you find funny and who you enjoy laughing with. So you have to mention who. Okay, do you think it's good to laugh and why? Okay, so you say what you find funny, who you enjoy laughing with, what you think is good, what do you think is good to laugh. So this person scored a 3 and 5 for the content, because what is good to laugh, you say what makes you laugh, the cat also makes him laugh, everything makes him laugh. And then who he will laugh with, the friends and family. And then after that, do you think it's important, do you think it's good to laugh a lot? So you say it's important, the last part here. Okay, I think it is important to laugh a lot because it makes everyday stress easier to handle. It makes you look happy, optimistic, and ready for a challenge. So everything is relevant. Nothing omission, no irrelevant mentioned here. So score 5. If you mention other thing is also is under irrelevant, you will also will get penalized for that. Okay, then communicative, the communicative achievement is really achieve everything. Even whole targets reader attention. You see, which whole target reader attention, especially because when you are talking things on daily lives, like uh, looking at the cat, just what catching on the laser dot. This is something that the reader able to identify. It's not something that I've never been to this place. I do not know what you're talking about. So if I don't know what you're talking about, most probably I'm not interested. If you're talking about something which is everyone can identify with, then you get the target reader attention. Okay? All right, then straightforward ideas. Okay, so get 5. Okay. Organization. The article is general, well organized, use linking words and some cohesive devices and not variety. Okay, but yet not limited. As long as it's not limited, you have then you can score a 5. Can you see that? If it's limited, then you will go down to 3. If because it's actually not easy, not hard to have a lot of cohesive devices. I already tell you just now. I already go slide by slide to inform you all the different type of cohesive devices. So if you have all, not all, you have it. It's called a variety already. Okay. So this one have some. And then this one language. This language also vocabulary appropriate. And then the simple grammar form. Okay, this part will always focus later on with your complex sentences. Okay, because however the language is less. Look at the how. I better make it bigger. Okay, so that a lot of you can see it. Right. So it's this one. However, the language is less accurate in the second part of the first paragraph. All right, and present continuous is used incorrectly. So the only way we are spending with ourselves. So here, not correct, incorrect. Okay, so they will identify that one, and then they cannot score a 5 because of that. All right, otherwise content and communicative achievement easily score. Okay, let's have one before I end the class. Okay, let's have one of the example by your class. Okay, this is our question, right? This is our Malaysia question. Theirs, I don't think so, it's 125 words. Most probably you see theirs, I think most probably 80 to 100 words. Okay, maybe that one also for maybe standard 5 and 6. I'm not sure what level they are taking to write B1 level essay. Okay, so you must answer this question, write the answer in 125 to 150. worse. So our question, during the COVID-19 pandemic lockdown, your parents decided to grow vegetable on the plot land behind your house. So in your essay, what you're supposed to do, what they did, how you helped them, what they did with eh, the with them, I think. Okay, not with the vegetable, with those vegetable. Okay, wait. This card. This card. Did with them. I think it's a them lah, with those vegetables. Okay, let's look at the first essay. Yeah, I think I'm able to touch one essay only. I have prepared quite a lot, but I don't think so. I have enough time to go through all. Okay, let's have Lily. Okay, Lily, can you read? Is Lily there? I no Lily. Okay, Barry.
Lily say she go toilet.
Okay, Barry.
The whole one.
Yeah, the whole thing. Since
Since the outbreak of corona disease of 2019, everyone have to stay at home to minimize the confirmed cases and reduce the possibility of infecting COVID-19 disease. Therefore, my parents decided to grow vegetables on the plot land. My brother and I were overjoyed with the brilliant idea as we have never tried to grow any plants before. It was a sunny Saturday morning. We kicked off our project by clearing the overgrown bushes and shrubs on the land. My brother cut the bushes with a pair of loggers while my father uprooted the shrubs with the help of a shovel. I helped them by accumulating bushes and shrubs at a corner for us to dry it under the hot sun and burn it. It took us half day to clear the whole piece of land. The next day, my father and brother started seed in building the vegetable beds in neat rows. I make some holes on the beds and put the seeds in it. We plant a variety of vegetables such as cucumber, brinjals, tomato, spinach, chili, and many more. Since then, our family spent quality times together in garden every evening. My parents would weed the garden. My brother and I helped them to water the plants and apply fertilizer to them. Days in, days out, our vegetables grew well and started to bear fruits. It was indeed satisfying to see the garden full of well-grown vegetables.
all right. There's a last paragraph at the back. Now, I just want to highlight this one first. All the one at the red is the grammar mistakes. All right. Okay, I want to quickly finish this one because I think your next class is coming. Everyone's supposed to be has. Okay, then after that, after two, I always mention after two, you have to put the base word. All right, to minimize the, I think confirmation cases. All right, this is supposed to be a noun. All right, confirmation cases and reduce the possibility, and then and then after that, they have never. After have, you have to use the past participle. Try. Okay, so all these are the grammar mistake. So in here, usually you say you won't get a 5 under the language because it's still under control only. All right, in good control. All right, good degree of control. So far, the structure is all correct. Okay, nothing is not that it's jumbled up. Okay, of course, the red color after that, you can have a look. Why is it wrong? Okay, then after that, the one that I put here, why I put this thing, I think the paragraphing should go to the next paragraph. Don't you realize that it is too long? Okay, so your paragraphing play a main role in your organization. All right, I'm not touching on content and communicative achievement. Today, my focus is organization and the language. Okay, so organization, make sure you paragraph your essays accurately. After sometime it's too long, make sure there's a next point, go to the next one. And then if you look at here, the cohesive devices, there's a lot of cohesive devices being used, isn't it? All right, you have the pronoun become we. Okay, where is it? We. Then they will have we here. Then after that, where's my cursor? Okay, my cursor is there. All right, so you see, my parents would, my brother and I, there's I here. Okay, then after that, there's one with it, sit. Where is it? This one, it. Okay, this it will be replacing the, actually it's supposed to be them, I think, because you say bed, the vegetable beds in neat rows. So the vegetable bits. So in this one, why I highlight red, because it should be them. Then you can replace the pronouns accurately. All right, this is another coercive devices. And then all this is in red because you didn't use cucumbers. I don't think so. You just plant one cucumber. It should be cucumbers, tomatoes, okay? Okay, brinjals, okay. And then try not to put many more, okay? It shows that you have no more ideas. So try not to use all the many more. Just and chili can already. Don't put any more. All right, then this one should be in the past tense. All right, and then you can use the word them. Is one of the coercive devices because it is representing the, I think, the parents. Okay. All right. So the last part I read lah. Finally, the harvesting moment came. My brother and I have should be had fun. Plucking the cucumbers, brinjals, and tomatoes. My mother turned the vegetable into delicious dishes, which is the magic cooking power. We had a, I think, sumptuous vegetable meals every day. I think scrumptious. The extra vegetable left after our own consumption were given to the neighbors. My parents also sent, supposed to be past tense, SENT, some to the old folks' home and orphanage. Since you say some, then it's supposed to be whole folk homes with orphanages. Okay, again, then the last one I put there is paragraphing. I think it would be better if you put it as a conclusion at the ending. I never thought that gardening would be such dramatic. Okay. Okay, so this essay scored 5-5, like what you have saw just now, right? You have seen just now. Content, everything, fully informed. All right, communicative, also communicate well. All right, organization, the paragraphing wise, that's why it is in between the 5 and 3. It's not as bad as 3, but it's not until the level of 5 due to the paragraphing and the cohesive device. Remember just now the vegetable beds, you put it instead of them. So yeah, then the language also not as bad until 3, but it's not until 5 because grammar like subject verb agreement, there's still mistakes, and then it's like past tense is not apply, even though it's not noticeable, like very glaring. If it's noticeable, it will go down to 3 already. This one is like a little bit here and there. Acceptable is considered as, but do not impede the meaning. So it is 4. Okay, I hope you all can see how essays is being marked. Okay, I didn't move on to the rest because I have no time. So just to let you know, today our focus is on organization and language. Teachers spend a lot of time concentrating on that and looking for details on how to let you see what is cohesive devices and how it links with the language. I hope that if you are still not sure of what is cohesive devices, please have a look again. Okay, on all the explanation that teacher have given you. All right. So that's all for today. I think your teacher will be waiting for you. All right. Okay. So that's all for today. Yeah. So thank you all of you, Barry, Simi, Lily, for being with teacher today. So see you tomorrow. Okay. See you tomorrow. Okay. Bye
Thank you,
bye.
madam.
Thank you,
Thank you, teacher.
madam.
Bye bye.